Hey guys, welcome to Digital Pro Class. Many of you already know us, but my name is Juliana.
And my name is Dave. So the both of us try to make these classes as accessible as possible for you. However, with the current setup, there is a limit to this. So please do adapt where necessary. And as usual, you will find the details for the company at the bottom of the screen. If you want to check out what we've been up to over the past few weeks, you can go to any of those spots there.
So today's class is going to run as it normally does in a normal structure. We're going to start with a soft warm-up to connect our bodies to our minds. We're going to do some strength training, and then we'll learn a variety of different phrases, and then we'll end with a cool down.
Let's go. Hope you enjoy.
Okay guys, just to get started, we're going to roll through a real simple exercise. I'll teach you a few counts. We'll go through it a couple times just to say hello to our bodies. So if you want to move, I'm going to go to the side of my space just so you can see me side on. You can either choose side or back of your space, whichever works for you. First off, we're going to take 8 counts just to go from a nice easy parallel to sink down, to curve over, getting a nice stretch in the Achilles. If you want here, if you've got time in the 8, you can just rock forwards, get a little stretch into the creases of your toes, or you can hang back here, just get a stretch on the Achilles. Choice is yours. So we've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to walk out 1, 2, 3, 4, and do 2 circles, starting going around to the right on 5, 6, 7, 8. So we go 5, 6, 7, 8. Lovely. From there, we drop down into Cobra. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back 6, 7, 8. We're going to spend 8 counts in Downward Dog. Do as you wish here. You can hold the static stretch or you can pad through your feet. Do as you wish. After 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, down 5, 6, back 7, 8. So you've got a whole count of 8 to roll through a nice ripple, starting from your heels, drop into another Cobra. We're going to lower the nose to the ground, keep your body hovered if you can, to push back into a Downward Dog. That's over a whole count of 8. So we're back in Downward Dog. 5, 6, 7, 8. From here we're going to walk in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look. 5, 6. Back. 7, 8. So you've got two counts at the end there to send the right leg first of all back. In this nice little lunge, we've got a right angle in the front leg, heel outstretched towards the back. I'm going to spend another 8 counts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From there, I'm going to push into my right hand and send my left leg, whichever one is in front, long around to meet the other foot in the back to control the placing of my other hand down. I've lost the counts. Let's go back. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, circle 5, 6, and 7, 8, and drop. 2, 3, 4, and back. 6, 7, 8, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, to ripple. 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, back. 7, 8, walk in. 2, 3, 4, look. 5, 6, and stretch back here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, to go. 2, 3, 4, walk back. 6, up, 7, 8. That's it. Nice and simple. I'll walk through it once more, just for counts. Realistically, not a massive issue if you can't follow the counts. It's just a stretch. You can take this in your own time, or if you like to learn in this way, then you can try and pick up the counts. Choice is yours. I'll walk through on the left, then we'll go with some music. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Walking out. 2, 3, 4 to the left. 6, 7, 8 to Cobra. 2, 3, 4 and back. 6, 7, 8. We hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From the heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down, 6, back, 7, 8, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, look up, back, and 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I push out this arm, I send the leg in front, nice and long, try and find an ironing board position in your body, and control the lowering of that arm. 2, walk back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. We'll go through it just right and left, just to ease in a little bit, say hello, get things going. Take it in the pace that you need, you know, it's your session. Let's go.
Garden in winter, I see snow on the land as I trace my reflection in the window. The memory of your face wakes me in the night, the glacial waltz of your manners, and I remember the time. I remember the time. Now birds are distant, romance in the margins, a blur swelling in the drift, like a blush national escape. Mythologize the aphid as company is kept.
Okay, my friends, the time has come to get our conditioning on. So I'm going to walk us through. We've got a few different exercises and we've got rests in between each one. You'll be happy to know. And on the screen, you'll see a timer of how many seconds you have left of each exercise and the name of the exercise, so you don't have to remember it. I'm just going to show you what each one is so you're prepared when we do it for real. So first one is high knees, run in place. So I've actually got set up a yoga mat because my floor is quite slippery. So if you need to put something down, depending on what your floor is, just make sure it's safe and you're not going to slip or fall. So first thing we've got are high knee runs. So we're doing that for 40 seconds. Then we've got a 5-second rest, and then we're going to go down and we've got tricep dips. So I've got my hands facing towards my booty and my pelvis is lifted and I'm just dipping, bending my elbows. And you're going to start to feel a very lovely burn in the back here in your triceps. The next exercise we've got a break, a little rest, then we go into the next one. It's called the crucifix. It sounds scary, but it's not. We're going to start lying down. Our feet are hovering, and so is our shoulder blades. our arms are hovering as well. We're here, and then we come into this tuck position. Yep, so we've got that for 40 seconds. Then, from there, we go into our reverse lunge kicks. So I'm basically going to step back with this right leg behind me into a lunge. From here, I'm going to kick it out. Boom, back down into the lunge. Boom, which is really targeting my quads as well as my big booty Judy. So we're going to do that 25 on the right side, 25 seconds on the left side. Then we've got a little break. From there, we're going to go into high-low lunges, or up-down, sorry, not lunges, we just did lunges, high-low plank. So we're going from high to low to high to low to high, yep, for 40 seconds. Then we've got a little rest, and then we're going to go into toe touch crunches. So we've got our toes in the air, and we're going to try and touch them. I sometimes bring my arms back. It's up to you if you just want to keep them in front of you. So we've got that for 40 seconds. Then we've got a little rest. And then we've got cross body mountain climber. So that means the normal mountain climber is just with our knees coming into the chest. This one's cross body. So the knee goes to the opposite elbow. Opposite elbow. Yep, for 40 seconds. Next one, we've got handstands. So I've got two options. My first option is just kicking up into a handstand. Nice and simple, just kicking up, having a hover, and then trying the other way. I say these, depending on how much space you have, just want to make sure you're not going to crash into anything. I've done that many times. The second option we have is one that we're just going to go into a tuck position and then unfurl the legs. So this one, you want to make sure that your hips are really going over your shoulders and your shoulders are over your hands. So finding this tuck position, letting your legs come up overhead, back in the tuck to come down. So we've got that for 45 seconds, and the very last thing we've got are arm circles. So we're just going to circle our arms for 30 seconds, going backwards, and then we're going to switch it, going forwards for 30 seconds. I know it looks simple, it's just arm circles, but trust your girl when I tell you it's gonna burn, especially after all of the things that we're gonna do. So, grab your water, grab your motivation, and let's go for it.
Alright guys, here we go, keeping those knees nice and high, keeping your core engaged, and keeping your breath nice and steady. Great. Getting ready for tricep dips. Really thinking in your mind what muscle you're targeting. That nice muscle in the back of your arm, your tricep. Really squeezing it as your arms extend. Crucifix, making sure that the core muscles are engaged at all times. Exhale as you bring everything in, inhale as you extend. Taking this time to let all the tension go. Shake anything out that you need to shake out before we start our next set. All right, here we go. Making sure we're really engaging the glute as we kick up the leg, as well as both quadriceps. Great work. On to the next side. Keeping that back leg nice and straight as it kicks so you can get the most of that engagement in the glute. Keeping the core engaged and the glutes engaged, and keeping that breath going so that you're feeding your muscles with oxygen. Now for these, we're really seeing how much we can curl our upper body, really using those abdominal muscles to bring our hands to our feet and our shoulder blades off of the mat. Great, shake everything out. You can do a few rolls or stretch anything you need to before we go back into our last little bit. All right, crossbody mountain climbers. Keeping shoulders over hands and really feeling that core engage, your obliques, your transverse abdominals, really engaging here. Amazing job, you guys. Excellent work. Last one, here we go. keeping those shoulders down, tension free in the neck. Reversing the circle now. This is the home run. You are almost there. Amazing work! Great job, everyone. Take this time to stretch out anything you need to do.
Okay, last thing. This is it, just one more, and then we're done. Then we can say bye-bye conditioning. So, for a minute, just simple exchanging of lunges. Whichever foot is forward, that's the hand that you lightly tap the floor with. Just for a minute, we're going to exchange the legs, making sure to resist the lowering so we're not really dropping into the floor. The feet land and we control the lower. Just for a minute. 1 minute. That's it. Let's go. Right then, so I'm going to lead you through the first of 2 phrases that we have today. This one isn't so long, but it is quite detailed, so I'll do my best to give you enough explanation as we go. So I'm going to start by taking my left hand across my body to my right elbow. There's a bit of an impulse at first, which slows as the hand reaches the elbow. Nothing too forceful, but just a little bit of energy, impulse. We go. Left hand is going to pull right elbow. Trying to think of the right plane. Kind of, it feels inward almost. I'm letting that affect my shoulder. And I'm kind of engaging in my torso just enough so that it's got a solid quality to it. We've gone from something quite soft and calm to a solid motion. So we go 1, 2. From there, almost as if a rebound from this knock, I'm going to really gently let the right forearm drop behind my head. My left hand's just helping it get there. As I do that, my left foot takes a step forwards, so I end up in a kind of semi-lunge with my right arm behind my head. Just add this on piece by piece. We go 1, knock, and back. Lovely. From there, my left arm extends down to that corner. And from that point, I'm just going to think about turning the hand, inverting it inwards, which lets the rest of the arm, forces the rest of the arm to follow the same motion, which will turn our shoulder down towards the ground. So, the hand reaches the elbow, it pulls the elbow up. The left hand pulls the right hand over the head. We step on the left and the left arm comes up. This turns. As it does, we're going to think about the left shoulder pulling us round into a turn, leaving the right leg trailing behind. This arm turns. Think about this shoulder then being what leads us round. So the hand instigates this until the shoulder is forced inward, and then it pulls us round. Yep. Carrying on from there. This turn. Now, before I place this right foot down, I'm going to catch my balance just enough so that I can control myself to drop into a nice deep lunge. So I'm not coming out of this turn and planting the foot to then drop into a lunge. Likewise, I'm not, or trying not to at least, falling out of that turn and having to catch myself elsewhere. We come out and we do our best to softly let the leg drop down. Brilliant. From there, add a little bit more, then we'll go back. I'm going to send my left foot back to meet my right. As I do, I'm just going to drop back into a little pitch. Straight line, hopefully from knees to the top of your head. So I come from this place, I draw my feet together. It's hard to check. There, like so. Brilliant. And then we'll move on from there. Let's just recap that much first. So left hand starts. Hard knock there, soft. Find the arm, let the hand turn, let everything else go. Turn, catch your balance, and drop down. Into that little pitch. Brilliant. As we draw the feet together there, think there's a gust of wind almost that's pushed you back from that lunge into that tricky place. You want to try and catch it as quick as you can, even though that's a difficult thing to do. We're not going to spend that much time there. So we draw back. Now I want to think about my head and shoulder girdle being what initiates this motion. We're going to turn out of that pitch and that will lead us into the floor. But instead of going, see if I can demonstrate. Instead of going like this, we're going to go like this. Hopefully I've made that clear enough. Let your head tip to the left, followed by your shoulder girdle. Let this top part of your body, let it go loose and let it influence the rest of our body. So that's going to take us down into the ground. We're in this pitch. Head and shoulders go to the left. As they drop down to directly in front of me, as I let my head follow this circle round, my legs should be twisted. And then from there, I carry on going down to the floor. I let my bum drop and roll through. So I'm on the back of my shoulders. My legs are outstretched over my head, and I've got my left ankle resting on top of my right. That's why it's important to get the twist of the legs right, because if that has happened, if we've come around this way, we've twisted here, so my right should be in front of my left currently. By the time I drop down to the floor and get my legs over my head, the left is the one on top. Brilliant, okay. That was a little complex bit. Let's go back to the beginning, then we'll add on. So hand goes, softly over the head, find that extension. Hand, rest of the arm, shoulder, catch it, and down. Quick back to the pitch. To here, lovely. Okay, from here, I'm going to take my left hand and just knock my left thigh so that I'm releasing the left leg. How's best for you to see this on camera? So, I should be here. This is the wrong orientation, but hopefully you get the idea. My left hand to my left thigh, just like so. just to release it down to the floor. It's a simple motion. I want you to think here about 4 separate motions. Your 4 moments might be different to mine. All we're using them for is to get from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, to a position where we're ready to scramble up out of the floor. So for me, I'm pushing my left leg off of my right, I'm dropping down my hips to one side, finding the shoulder in the floor, and then dropping further into the floor. It's 4 specific motions that you can go from 1, 2, 3, 4 to get from this rather interesting place to any position where you're ready to zip out of the floor, because the next moment is we're just going to dart off the floor as quick as we can. Let's go from the top whilst we're here. 1, 2, hand up, turn, round, to lunge, pitch, send the upper body, left leg on top. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, up and out of the floor. So what I'm doing in this moment is getting up onto my hands and feet and then letting my body just shift around my right hand. I'm using a little pivot point. Feel free to do that. Feel free to go with whatever works for you, basically, because your 4 staccato moments before this might put you in a totally different setup. Whatever you need to do to get up to standing, facing your back right corner. Yeah? Let's carry on. Once I'm here, I'm going to pick up the right leg and send it back. It's bent, it's quite compact, it's quite powerful. I'm using this motion here to generate a bit of momentum and a bit of power. So much so that when it drops down to the floor, it feels more natural to let the head go on a journey. I'm sending the head to the right first to come forwards. Yeah? So we've come down to the floor, we'll go back to here. 4 staccato moments. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scramble up, right leg, head goes to the right. Next moment here. So, leading on from this head going round, I want to pick up my shoulder. If I show you this way, the head goes, and as it starts to move forward, it collects this right shoulder and the rest of the arm with it. So from that turn, the head is collected, the right arm and the right shoulder, and it's going to drop forwards with the left foot. The right leg spins. Slow, compact, we're not too outstretched. We're ready. Let's carry on a little ways further. From here, all the intention goes to the right shoulder and a knock back. So it helps to keep the right arm rigid, keep it firm. If it's kind of soft, you might not get the same impact in the shoulder that we're after. Keep this as one unit so you can really knock yourself back as much as you can with that shoulder. We've come over to here. This changes the legs over. Let that be a continuous flow from here, so we knock. Yeah, as opposed to keeping things separate. Find a bit of flow, even though there's quite kind of powerful, punchy movements in here, there is still a flow to be had. There's like 2 moves left, so let's carry on. I've switched the legs, brilliant. From here, we should have our right foot in front, facing the bottom right corner. If not, if you've ended up on a different alignment, that's totally fine. If it works for you, that's great. Just left and right's what I'm saying now might not make much sense. So my hands go to the back, off to my right. I'm going to pick up my left foot and spin on my right. Yeah, nothing fancy. We're not kind of outstretching the leg. We're keeping it in, so we're compact. Makes it easier to turn on this point that we've got underneath ourselves. So here, Hands go down. This is to generate a bit of momentum. We're going to use the hands to drive us in the floor. As soon as you can, get that left foot up in front of you. Full turn. Now aiming to not put the foot down on the floor, we're going to drop down onto our left side to go into a little bit of a roll. I'll see if I can show you in motion. I've swapped the legs, I've turned. Like so. So, I've turned around, I've still got my left leg up. I'm feeding it just enough so this will be what comes into contact with the floor first. I then keep my body following in the same motion, so I let my hips find the floor. My back will then come across the floor diagonally, so I'm not rolling all over this side. As soon as my hips touch down, my back is going to find the floor. I can't draw a diagonal from it. Up this way, before we push out of the floor at the end. Words. Let me see if I can break it down again. From here, we knock and we swap the legs. So from here, hands to the back. I use them to drive the foot round like so. The left shin finds the floor first, followed by the hip, followed by the diagonal back, and then I'm just rocking up, move back so you can see, rocking up onto my right arm and my left hand into the floor so that I can just give a little push. You've got a few options here. I have been kicking diagonally as to kind of follow the motion of the roll from this turn. Something about carrying on going in the same direction before picking yourself up and returning to where you came from feels quite nice. Likewise, you can also, if you've come across this way, you can also aim for a directly up. I'm not sure how vertical that was, but you've got choices. Once more from, let's go from this place on the floor, and then I'll roll right back to the top. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Scramble up nice and quick. Right leg, send the head. Right arm long. Knock. Swap the legs over. Turn. Find the floor. To return. Wicked. And that's the end. That's it, guys. Once more from the top. This will be the last time. If you need it again, you can roll back. So. Nice and soft here. Easy into this turn. Find the leg. Nice and speedy. Lose the head there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quick up. Powerful leg. Lose the head. Arm knock here. Spin into the floor. Find your back. Before returning. There you go. I think that is everything I wanted to share with you. One thought maybe at the end. If you are aiming for this kind of diagonal kick as opposed to the vertical up, there's something in already thinking about returning to the top corner before that kick has even completed. So we've turned around here, the shin's gone down, found our pelvis on the floor, gone diagonally across the back. Once I've got these hands in place here, and the legs go this way, I'm already thinking about preparing these hands under and drawing the legs in so that I can already be shifting back this way. I hope that's clear enough on the video. You end up with a nice kind of, it eases the transition basically into kicking this way and then traveling back this way. It kind of prevents them being two separate things. You end up with something that is already shifting off before it's even finished. Okay, hopefully that's clear. Let's try it with the music. Here we go.
So guys, this next thing we're gonna do is just a funky phrase, funky. So let's get started. Okay guys, so this phrase starts with a deep lunge. I'm angled diagonally, looking to my left corner, my right leg goes back, right arm comes forward. Draws a line diagonally down, and then both arms go over the head, and I'm releasing my ribs. Hey girl. I do the same thing on the other side, and from here, I turn behind myself, so I turn towards my left. One more time that thing, so we go down, overhead with the ribs, down, turn around myself. From here, this is my favorite part, I reach really far, so I really let my arms come away from my torso, and something bites back at us over there, so we pull back, pull everything back. I bend both knees and I let my whole body recline. So we did a lunge on the other side. We turn around ourselves. Reach for the stars. No! And you have a moment to sort of melt away. We're going to do right, left. And from here, we're going to do a big kick with the right leg. So here, zoom, right, left. I'm sort of angling myself so I don't hit my sofa. I'm going to do a big kick around, and then I do another turn around myself with my arms. So I can use my arms as momentum. So I come right, left, down, down, or turn. Yeah? Let's go from that tippy top, and then we'll keep going. So we've got a lunge around with the ribs, and down, and turn. Reach for the donuts. No! Let it resonate. Right, left. Big kick. Oops, don't hit your sofa. Big turn around yourself. I'm going to keep turning towards my right. Right, left tucks under, right opens up. Yeah, so we had big leg around ourselves, right knee open. Yep. From here, I'm going to show you first, and then we'll break it down. So from here, I'm going to put a stag into my left side, and I let myself side across. So to break that down, I'm really allowing my elbow to sit into my rib cage. My other arm is pushing the floor away, and just to say, my left leg is grazing on the floor, and my right leg bends around. So it helps to have momentum. So I reach forward. Actually, it's hard to talk about it without doing it and say it correctly. What I'm actually doing is it looks like my bottom leg is actually bending as well, and my top leg is straight, grazing above. So top leg is straight, bottom leg bends. That's what it is. Sorry for the confusion. So, let's go back and go up until that point. So, just mark it for your brains. Big lunge, arms around, lunge, turn, reach, step back, right, left, turn, right, left, right. Find the stag with the left arm, right arm pushes, upper leg stays straight, and bottom leg bends. Excellent. From here, I really let my head come last. Boom. I'm going to put all my weight on this left arm, and this left leg comes around. I take 1, 2, 3 steps, so my left knee is in front. Yeah? One more time from that little stag passage. So we go boom. Here, head comes last. I'm going to put my weight on the left. Left leg comes out from under. So basically, just to break that down, I'm here. All that's happening is it switches out. Yeah? So it switches, and I step 1, 2, 3. From here, we've got we've got two options. You can either just do a cartwheel. So from here, just do a cartwheel to face the diagonal. Or you can do kind of a little cartwheel, front walkover kind of thing. So you're here, and I'm just gonna go into it like a cartwheel, putting a right hand, then left hand down, but I face my hips towards that corner before my feet hit down. So I go right, left, the hips are facing that way. Yeah, pressing through the hips. So, let's go from the stag around all the way through to that point, and then I'll finish it off. So here we come around, walk on here. Left leg comes out, 1, 2, 3, cartwheel or front walk over here. Excellent. We're gonna step right, crossing left, right leg comes around. So we turn around ourselves, and this right leg trails around. So we have right, left, right leg comes, and we're gonna finish the turn facing this wall, because we're gonna take this left leg and swing it around, 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 corkscrew it all the way till we hit the floor. Yes? Yes. So let's do that more full out. We're here. We have right crossover left, turn, step on it, turn, 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 turn. Yeah, as many turns. I was a little bit wobbly there, but as many turns as you can on your surface. Maybe it's just like one turn. Boom, done. From here, we're gonna grab hold of the upper arm, bring it across the body, then bring it across the left arm. So we have a bit of tug. So we finish the turns, grab hold. 1, 2. We're gonna take this left leg and stick it through the hole. Woo. It's gonna go all the way up, up, down. Our body comes down. We go right, left, right, big jump, and then we do a big head circle. Whoa! Going forward, back to the back of the room. Okay, what did you just say? Let me go back. So we did the corkscrew, turn, boom. We grab 1, 2, back to the side, bringing the foot into the hole, leg comes up, down, body comes down. We have right, left, like we're gonna go to a push-up, right comes back, left jumps up, and we have a big head circle. We step right, cut under, and we're gonna do a big jump. Big jump, and at the end of the jump, we push our head down. So I'll show you. Big jump, big head, right, left, big, push our head down, and we just come roll to sit in a cross-legged position. Yes, we are nearly at the end. I say we go all the way back to the top, just marking, and then I'll finish it off. Alrighty, so we have a lunge, and a up, and a lunge, and a turn, and a reach. Take it back, step around, turn, right, left, right, come around the corner. Great. Left leg comes out. Step 1, 2, 3. Cartwheel or walk over. Great. Step right, crossing left. Turn. Big corkscrew around. Yes, we grab 1, 2, 3. Left leg comes in the hole. Comes up. Body comes down. Right, left, right. Jump. Head circle. Right, left. Bring head down, turn towards your right, legs are crossed. My right leg, how can I say this? My right leg is crossed over the left. From the back, yeah, I go shoulder, look. So I go shoulder, look. And then I take everything back. Reaching for something again. Boom, boom, da. From here, I'm going to step onto this right leg. Big step, and this left arm and left leg circle. Then I swivel back on it and go back to my feet. We're almost at the end. Let me go back. Let me go back. Okay. So we're here, cross-legged, and we have shoulder. Look, bring everything back. Big step on the right leg. Left arm, left leg, circle. We swizzle back. Left leg is swizzled. We step left, right. We have head snake. One to the left, our arm comes. And then it's gonna do a big circle. Bring the leg in. Walk around the corner. And we are done, girlfriend. That's the whole thing. So, that's it. Let's go back, do the whole thing together, and then you do what you need to do. If you want to go back, look at stuff again, then we'll go for it with music. Okay. All right, from the top, the tippity-tippity. So we go lunge around the head, and lunge, and turn, and reach. No, go back, and a kick, turn, right, left, right, come around the corner, head comes last, left leg comes out, left, right, left, big walk over, or cartwheel, here we go, left, right, turn, step on the right, turn all the way around, grab, grab, left foot comes in, up, down, body comes down, right, left, right, up, big head circle, right cut left, head, all the way down. We have boom and a da. Bring everything back, step big. Big circle, swizzle, step left, right, snake to the left, right arm circles, bring the leg in, keep walking around, and that's it. So my friends, you got this. Let's try it with music when you're ready. Okay, my friends, we have made it to the end. Now we're just going to have a nice chill cool down before we say goodbye.
So starting with our head, leading us down. When our hands touch the ground, we're really going to take this time to lengthen our spine, relax any tension we have in our shoulders and our neck. Shaking our head yes and no, and using our breath to deepen the stretch in the hamstrings. Placing the palms of the hands under the balls of the feet to deepen the stretch. Again, you can shake the head to let any tension go in the neck. Using our hands to walk us out into a downward dog. Just take a second here. Bringing the right leg through the arms. Finding a deep lunge, we're going to bring the left arm overhead to stretch out that left hip flexor. Bringing the left knee down, we're going to reach back and grab the toes of that back foot to stretch out the quadricep. That muscle does so much for us. Feels good to stretch it out. Letting that go, we're going to extend that front leg and flex the foot, stretching the hamstring again. Really making sure the hips are square there so you can maximize the stretch in the hamstring. Bringing that right foot back and pushing back up into a downward dog. Bringing the left foot forward to find your deep lunge. Right arm comes overhead to stretch out the right psoas. Finding your balance. Placing that right knee down and reaching back for those toes to stretch out the quad again. Finding pleasure in stretching out these hard working muscles. Releasing that and extending that front leg so it's straight and the foot is flexed. Keeping those hips square so you can find that stretch in the hamstring and release in the back. Great work. So coming to sit, we're going to bend the left knee in and the right knee extended. And we're going to reach overhead with the left arm. Then we're going to face the leg and reach forward. Switching legs, so now our left leg is straight and our right leg is bent. Reaching overhead, stretching out that lat. And reaching to face the leg. Breathing deeply. Coming to sit again with the left leg on top. Both legs want to be in a right angle stacked on top of each other. We're going to reach over. It's a deep stretch for the glutes. So go as far as you can, keeping the exhale of your breath to help you go further. Switching legs, so now your right leg will be on top. And again, reaching overhead and relaxing over. Excellent work. Coming over to straighten the legs and hang over the legs one more time. We're slowly going to bend the knees and roll ourselves all the way up to standing. Great work, you guys.
That is it for today, guys. That will conclude our class. You've been awesome, and we really appreciate you sticking with us till the end.
Absolutely. A big thank you to Faisal Mostrix, Arbol, and all the artists on the Free Music Archive that we have used for this video. Big thank you.
And we really hope that you'll come back and take some more classes. So see you soon, hopefully.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.